Hi YouTube. Today I'd like to introduce the newest device to my fire alarm collection. This is an EST or Edwards G1RF-HDVM Genesis horn strobe, and I've actually been trying to get my hands on one of these for quite a while now. Ever since I was in a building that had these, and someone burned popcorn, and I heard these things go off, and I decided that I wanted to buy one for myself. So I actually would like to thank JJ Inc. 24 for this. We made a trade for this and I gave him one of my 2098 key stations and a Simple X speaker strobe that I got for sale from my dad's building. You guys should know about that by now. I still got 7 of these for sale, taken out of Dad's building, as you guys know. Those are for sale on my channel. You can, or not? They're on eBay. You can get the links on my channel. So anyway, and I'm happy that I got this thing for free, because usually it's hard to find a strobe version of this for under $20. So this was a very good deal. I got it for free with a trade. So anyway, before we test it, I'm going to do 2 things here. The first thing I'm going to do is a size comparison, because this thing is when I say it's small, I mean it's really tiny. So I'm going to demonstrate that by showing you my smartphone. As you guys can see, it's just a bit bigger than my smartphone, and I'm sure this is even a bit smaller than the iPhone 5. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the next part. I'm going to grab my screwdriver wherever it is. Excuse this, I'm sorry about this. I usually don't lose my screwdriver. Darn it, I just had it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pry the cover off this thing to show you guys the insides, because it's actually really neat to show you guys the inside. So it's really neat to see the insides of this. So you gotta put the screwdriver into the top of it. In the back, on the top, there's 2 tabs. You have to put the screwdriver in, just kind of push it, pull the device out of the cover, and from there it comes out. So, okay, there we go. Now, there's the cover, and I'm actually surprised that, let's fix the focus. I'm surprised that this part is actually included. I thought that the lens was actually a part of the device itself, but it's not. So, we got the strobe, the horn, it's a big horn, the candela setting. You got your basic candela settings, I believe. Yep, 15, 30, 75, and 110. I believe there's also a jumper on here that's already been cut that selects the operation between code 3 and continuous. But I believe the first owner of this, when it was installed in the building, I believe they had it set to code 3, or I believe they cut the jumper, so it's stuck on code 3, but you can still fix the candela setting on the strobe. So let's go ahead and snap the cover back on here. You got to put the bottom in first. Snap the bottom in first, not snap it and just put it in first, and then you can click the top on. There we go. And so now the cover's back on, so I guess we're good to test it. Now, for being so small, I'm surprised. This thing, as far as the noise this thing emits, this thing really packs a punch. So I'm going to put on some hearing protection right now. And I do not believe that there's a volume setting on this thing, but if there is, I don't know about it. I still have to find the spec sheet on the computer and read it. So I failed to do that. So anyway, for today's test, we got my FS4050001T, and I have misplaced the screw on it. So sometimes the thing pops open because the screw's gone. Sometimes the switch will, if it's in this position, sometimes the switch will flip itself back up. So we'll just have to pull it and hope it stays down. So let's go ahead and do this. And as I said, it's stuck on code 3 and it's on 15 candela. So Here we go. Let me focus this in first. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let me take off the hearing protection now. Okay, so I thought that was a pretty cool test. And a thing I think is cool about the Genesis series is that they got the little man escaping from the fire there. I believe all of the Genesis series devices have that on there. This is the version that has the fire on it. You can also buy the version that's blank, and you can also buy a trim plate. If you got the blank version, you can buy a trim plate that says fire, and you can also buy a blank trim plate. So I'm actually, in the future, I plan to buy a trim plate for this, and then in the future I also plan to get I plan to get the chime strobe version of this that's got the fire on it too. So except it's probably going to be like white or something, but I like to get the chime strobe because that's pretty cool. So I think I've seen the videos of the chime strobe Genesis before, and I think they sound pretty good. So anyway, thanks for watching this test, and it's a shame that I could not test this thing on the 4004 because this thing actually came the day after the 4004 broke. So I just sold the 4004. I think the person has received it by now, or either yesterday or tomorrow he got it. So he'll probably get it tomorrow. But and as always, my dad's trying to find me a replacement panel. So anyway, thanks for watching, and for now that will be it.